Next up, 6'7", number 1, Amen Thompson.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harden. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Harden out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Duncan. And it's Kamare in at the small forward spot. And for Indiana, we've got Goodrich. Siakam is out there with Hartenstein. Then it's Thompson. And it's Jones in at the small forward. And it's Thompson with the jam.
You see the incredible athleticism. I mean, Amen Thompson just slashing his way to the cup with ease.
Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pacers pull it in. Right side, Jones. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Hartenstein. Inside. Here's Goodrich. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Thompson outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. SGA against Goodrich. Duren with the screen on Goodrich. Pass to Kamare. And it's off from three-point range. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mark, you've been in this game a long time, and you know some teams don't hit their stride until deep into the season.
That's exactly right. I mean, and it really just depends. I don't know how many times we've said a team looks awful in the first month of the season, then they come back and make a push into the playoffs. So it's a journey. It's an evolving journey as to how teams develop.
Duncan with the screen on Goodrich. Here's SGA. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
On the wing, Thompson. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Indiana again missing. Here's Orlando now, trailing by 2. SGA on the wing. He's covered by Goodrich. Duren a screen. Shot clock at 6. Harden has a wide open look. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
Capable of doing great damage from outside. For Harden, I think it's simply about shooting with confidence.
Hartenstein with a screen on Harden. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
My goodness. Men Thompson making a statement at the hoop.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Duren.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
And so here is Indiana. Takes it out to Siakam. 3-pointers off the mark. Orlando leading. Harden left side. Latre. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Siakam. Shoots the 3. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist from Siakam.
Smart pass by Siakam. Tell you what, he's really grown over the years in reading and feeling the game as a passer.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Hard to find a more versatile forward, Clark, in this league than Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and it's been so much fun to see how far his game has come in his decade plus. I mean, he was part of that Toronto Raptors championship team, an up-and-coming young force then, and now he's really refined his game. He's a go-to player. His hustle and defensive gifts are really what stood out early, and he continues to do that well. He's just a terrific top-line player in the NBA.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, "There's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you."
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Santi Aldama's checked in for Hartenstein. Kispert comes in for Jones. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Thompson. And Hawkins subbed in for Goodrich. Gervin's checked in for Orlando. Maravich comes in for James Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Maravich. Rebounded by Joe. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kispert, the pass to Joe. And the shot is good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Hawkins against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Siakam kicks to Hawkins. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the pick for three. Orlando grabs the miss. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the shot goes in from... Siakam.
With a nose for the bucket, length and athleticism and touch, Siakam's got game inside.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And slam dunk by SGA.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Siakam misses. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. And now a 4-point Magic lead.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Orlando Magic. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Orlando?
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Kevin Huerter. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Harden, and it's Bol in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jumps up, and Thompson slams it home.
Boy, he fluidly moves up the floor, easily demonstrating great athleticism. Man, Thompson, impressive.
Fires from 14. Harden, no good.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
For 3, Kispert gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Pacers lead by 1. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Hawkins against Simmons. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. And again, it's Indiana converted.
Nice shot by Thompson. He doesn't have to make a bunch of threes if he can at least knock down the occasional midi.
Bol is screen on Thompson. And stolen by Thompson. By himself. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
The Magic trail by 5. Harden outside. Walton with the steal. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And Indiana making a change here. Conley's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for James Harden. Well, Orlando shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And they double up Simmons. Back to Vanderbilt. Can they get it? Driving the lane. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Excellent. Seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to his game.
Pass to Clowney. Simmons against Hawkins. Now Thompson. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hutter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you look at the top players in the NBA, one thing a lot of them share in common, mark the ability to change speeds.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brunson, even the Joker, Nikola Jokic, all seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indiana.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Out to the wing. Here's Siakam. Pass to Aldama. Some nice passing here by Indiana. The screen from Thompson. Here's Hawkins. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And here's Maravich. To the paint. Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
It's really easy for Bol to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dreams.
Hawkins against Simmons. Pass to Hawkins. Over Simmons. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Indiana making some changes. Hartenstein's checked in for Santi Aldama. Herbert Jones comes in for Kispert. And it's Goodrich in for Hawkins. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Vanderbilt against Siakam. Beyond the arc. That one's not going to go. The Magic trail by 4. Outside, Maravich. Bol, a screen on Thompson. He takes it in. Maravich, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
There's a screen. Siakam left side. From outside, off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Hartenstein. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. To the right side. Siakam for three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Hawkins check in for the Pacers. .114 left now here in the second. SGA against Goodrich. SGA double team. Here's Harden on the wing. Duncan with the screen for Harden. Pass to Duncan. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Hawkins against Harden. Hawkins kicks to Goodrich. Here is Hawkins. 5 on the clock. Here's Siakam, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Orlando.
Number 13, Kevin Huerter.
And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot before second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Orlando, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. That one good for 2.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jones looking for an opening. Hawkins against Huerter. Hawkins passes to Hartenstein. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one released in time, but no good. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight. And he has been the driving force for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Coach Billy Donovan here with us. And Billy, what have you thought about the defense in the first half?
Did a pretty good job. Fouled a little bit too much, but overall it was a good job. But we got to do a better job offensively ourselves. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Center court. And get ready for the Fed half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found from either side.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Magic. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. They've got Jones. Thompson is out there with Goodrich. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Siakam in at the power forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Indiana moving the ball over. Thompson in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Well, Orlando shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Pass to Siakam. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Siakam's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pacers. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
And here is Goodrich. Kicks it out to Jones. Siakam outside. It's hauled in by Duncan. Siakam's gone just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Down low for the lead. Kicks it out to Harden. And stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Jones. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Duren with the screen on Goodrich. SGA passes to Harden. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
For Indiana, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Orlando. Maravich comes in for James Harden. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Siakam kicks to Goodrich. Jones with the screen on SGA. Back to Siakam. It's stolen by Duncan. An even 3-on-3 break. Pulls it from the elbow. And so Orlando again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Indiana trailing here. Down low. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Kamara down low. Covered by Siakam. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Goodrich. And he makes good on the layup. Goodrich has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Siakam outside. Here's Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. 14 points from Amen Thompson. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to the Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back to you guys.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan for the Magic. Bull. He's checked in for Duncan. Vanderbilt comes in for Toumani Camara. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Maravich. Hawkins against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Siakam with it. He has 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Kispert from the arc.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile is part of his defensive skill set, too.
Just the kind of play that they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Amen Thompson.
You look back on Pascal Siakam's career, you know, he came in a bit raw, actually quite raw as a rookie, but he never stopped working on his game, adding to it. A real development success story and a model for any young, aspiring pro player.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
Jrue Holiday's checked in for the Pacers. And the Magic making a change here as well. Gervin's checked in for Toumani Camara. We've got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. Hawkins shot good.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open. Jrue will get it to you.
Here's Hawkins. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Boy, Harden's so clever at reading pick-and-roll situations. I mean, that pass is second nature to him.
It's Hawkins on the wing. The baseline J. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Magic leading by 3. Gervin outside. Pass to Duncan. Over Kispert. It's rebounded by Indiana. And the layup is good. Kispert's got 5 points so far.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Magic. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Keep working the game, possession by possession. Keep doing everything hard. Down here, let's get some stops.
Wow, imploring his guys to lock in, Greg, defensively.
The defensive intensity is going to be critical. The offense will come, but you need the defense to bring effort.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Orlando, Duncan is out there with Gervin. Then there's Maravich. Then it's Harden. And it's Duren in at the center position. Outside, Maravich. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pacers trail by 4. Hawkins passes to Kispert. Now, here's Thompson. It's blocked. They get it back. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. Hawkins shot good.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
The Pacers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Joe. Here is Hawkins. There's a screen by Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact. Thompson denying that shot.
Siakam is checked in for Isaiah Joe. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And so he hits both.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Siakam. Shoots over Duren. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Really good work from the mid-range there. If you give Siakam room to shoot from that area of the floor, he's going to let it go and make most of it.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Orlando.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
And Herter gets it to go. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the shot.
If you do not keep Siakam out of the paint, he'll make you pay.
Orlando trailing here. Screen by Bol. It's tipped. Now Vanderbilt. Inside, here's Kamara. And slam dunk by Kamara.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
We want to give you
And some changes here for the Pacers. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Jones comes in for Kispert. And it's Goodrich in for Hawkins. Here's Thompson. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Simmons. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him. That one drops for him.
Boy, it's been beautiful to see Simmons working in pick-and-roll sets. He just knows when to shoot as well as when to pass to teammates.
Siakam left side. Over Vanderbilt. Out to Thompson. Plays it in off the window.
Showing zero fear. Thompson handles the pressure of the big moment. Way to go, man.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Duren, he's checked in for Bol Bol. Duncan comes in for Vanderbilt. James Harden, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Simmons. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a one-point game. That one drops.
No fear of the moment. Ice water in the veins. Siakam knocks down that big score.
SGA, oh good, on the layup. The Pacers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. Outside, Duren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. Duren with the screen on Thompson. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. The Magic trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Now SGA. Duren. Hartenstein with the rebound. There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter. Outside, Siakam. Here's Hartenstein. Yeah, count it.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Duren with the screen on Goodrich. Now Duren. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Duren, and the layup is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass. And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Takes the 3, buries the deep ball.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
First team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Orlando. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And what's their best move at this point?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Duncan outside. Now Harden. Stolen by Thompson. And so the Pacers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. And
In the middle, 6'11", number 41, Nikola Jokic.
Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with 2K Sports and the NBA. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer. So a look at our starters for Orlando. Got Ben Simmons, James Harden out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Duren, and it's Duncan, and at the power forward position. And for the 76ers, we've got Jimmy Butler, Scoot Henderson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Jokic in at the center position. Coach, you were telling me earlier, when it comes to coaching, you believe there's a difference between philosophy and style.
Absolutely. In my mind, philosophy is about your core principles, and those don't change, while style is built around your personnel. Therefore, it's got to be more flexible.
Outside Butler. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Just about 7 feet. Simmons is a different kind of player. He's got point guard handles.
About a minute into this first quarter. To the inside. Here's Jokic for 3. Bridges buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Outside Harden. Pass to Duren. Stolen by Jokic. Now Ingram. Philadelphia moving it around. Jacks up a three. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
I just love the ball movement.
And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Dan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard patrolled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
To halt the run, Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And that one's good. Ingram.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Duren with a screen on Henderson. Outside Harden. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
One thing we know for sure about Harden, he does not shy away from contact.
Outside Ingram. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Butler. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Simmons. Stolen by Bridges. They've got numbers. Banked it in off the glass. Bridges has got 5 now. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Fires from way outside, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Knipples checked in from Bridges. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Henderson with it, guarded now by Bull. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
SGA against Henderson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Sexton's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Knippel. Kamara covering. Butler passes to Jokic. Here's Knippel. Lets it go from deep. Bull grabs the board. Pass to Maravich. There's a screen by Bull.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 3. The fader. And no good, trying to use the glass.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
What you appreciate about Colin Sexton, he's very team-minded offensively, Coach.
Yeah, he sees the big picture, works hard to make smart plays. Sometimes it's a pass, and other times, Brian, it's finishing the possession.
Magic trail by 11. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Maravich, the pass to Vanderbilt, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Butler surveying the floor. Jokic the screen. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull. And the Magic making a change here. Herter's checked in. And stolen by Herter. Here's SGA. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And that's what SGA does. He gets you in an inopportune spot.
Orlando is shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he sinks the second. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Robertson. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
On the wing, Sexton. Still no points. Count it. Good.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. The Sixers lead by 8. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ingram, the pass to Sexton. Fires for three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The three ball. And another miss by Orlando. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports, coming your way right after this. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. James Harden out there with Kevin Herter. Then there's Toumani Camara. Then it's Duren, and it's Duncan, and at the 4. Inside, deflects the pass. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Jovic. Right side Ingram. Orlando with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Harden, the pass to Duncan. Rebounded by Ingram. The Sixers lead by 9. To the paint. And that one's good. Jovic. Jovic has got 5 points.
Well, at 6'10", I want to see Jovic attack like this inside. He has the height needed to be a weapon down there.
And there's the screen. Down low. Here's Duncan. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Sexton misses. Magic trail by 13. And here's Harden. And there's the drive. And Harden with the slam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce. So it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
So both teams making some changes here. Philadelphia leading by 11. Bridges outside. Pass to Ingram. Here's Knippel. Simmons defending. Back to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Duren with the rebound.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Duren with a screen on Bridges. Simmons, the pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Moving well. Duren working in the two-man game.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Mikal Bridges. Is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. And Philadelphia making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Harden against Bridges. Outside Ingram. To the middle. And Henderson with the basket on the assist by Ingram. Henderson's gotten his second bucket. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Ingram knows how to be a problem for the defense inside. Drawing contact there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Jovic, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Duren with a screen on Bridges. Harden, the pass to Duren. And stolen by Jokic. Pass break, Philadelphia. Henderson for 3. Counted from distance. Henderson's got 7 points in the game.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Harden's shot is good.
It's impressive how Harden makes room inside. He finds a way to navigate the shots.
Fires the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Jokic with it. Harden picks him up. Henderson outside. Off target from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Henderson. Herder gets the bucket. Herder's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the second period. Herder against Bridges. Pass to Knipple. Just 4 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get off the shot. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Good D by Duren. Magic trail by 12. Simmons finds Vanderbilt. 1:25 left to play in the first half. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defenses know Herder is out there to shoot the ball, which is why they end up fouling him.
So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Butler. Butler right to the heart.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
SGA passes to Bol. Back to SGA. Bol, a screen on Henderson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Bol, no good. Philadelphia leading by 13. Three-pointer, Bridges. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Bridges has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Bol. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Bridges outside. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Herder against Ingram. Fires the 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
That'll do it for the first half. Philadelphia on top, up by 15. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey, high fidelity, fast pace, and lots of 3-pointers.
When it works, it's hard to argue, but beware.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. Thanks as always.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Brandon Ingram out there with Butler. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Bridges. The Sixers lead by 17. Henderson outside. Pass to Ingram. Uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got 15 points.
And an impressive handle there from Ingram, proving how effective he can be with the ball in his hand.
They set the pick, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Philadelphia moving it around. Left side Ingram, and stolen by Simmons. And here's the fast break. SGA can't get it to go.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Harden misses.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
Bridges passes to Ingram. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Well, there's a lot to like about Jokic. But Stan, you wanted to highlight a very specific skill.
Yeah, B.A., it's his fundamentals on the offensive glass. When he rebounds, he keeps it up high so that he can put it right back up. Bigs need to learn not to bring the ball down.
Nice decision by SGA. That is why you want him handling the ball.
Here's Henderson. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Vanderbilt's checked in for Duren, and it's Kamara in from Ben Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt slams it in.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
They set the pick. Here's Ingram. Doesn't go in. 3rd miss out of 9 shots. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. On the wing, SGA, defended by Henderson. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
A 6'6" playmaker, SGA has a great view of the floor.
Outside Ingram. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, a little extra on that finish from Ingram. That was impressive.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Up again. Outside for SGA. To the inside. Stolen by Jokic. Pass to Ingram. And here's Butler. Here's Bridges. Defended by Harden with the step back. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Butler. Bridges has got 10. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
Back to SGA. There's the screen. Pass to Duncan. Rebound by Philadelphia. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges outside. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. On up the court. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Changes for Philadelphia. Jovic, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Knipple comes in for Bridges. And it's Colin Sexton in for Henderson. And there's 1:38 left in the 3rd. Pass to Jovic. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Thunderous stuff from Jovic.
1:24 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Maravich. And the shot goes down. Maravich has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Knipple. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Knipple with a bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Sexton passes to Ingram. Now here's Jokic. Back to Ingram. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. Cole grabs the board.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
And it's in there. Maravich has got 6 points.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Sexton. Now Jokic. Bull covering. Rejected by Bull. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia on top, up 19. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Orlando, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Ben Simmons is out. There with Bull. Then it's Duren, and it's Maravich in at the 2-guard. Henderson outside. Pass to Knipple. Beyond the arc. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Got a hand on it.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Maravich. Soft touch off the glass.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Sixers lead by 18. Here's Bridges. Pass to Knipple. Lets the 3 fly. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Maravich, the pass to Bull. Gilgeous-Alexander against Henderson. Back to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And Shai's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Bridges, left side. Jovic got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation.
And with a big lead, it's easy to take your foot off the gas like they did there.
Grant's checked in for Stewart. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander to Nipple with the rebound.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Here's Jovic. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. Magic trail by 18. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 13-footer. And stolen by Bridges. And he's all alone. Moving it up. Here's Knipple. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Poke loose. SGA with it. Henderson picks him up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Here's Henderson. Pass to Knipple from outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 19. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Henderson outside. No good on the triple.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Pass to SGA. To the paint. Rebound by Philadelphia. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And so